Hey everybody, welcome back to Minecraft Mondays. My name is Kyle, and it is another Monday, which means another episode of this. What you'll notice is I have not finished the kitchen because I have not been able to find mangrove trees. I've been looking to no avail, so I think it's going to be a little while. Also, I think last episode you would have noticed I had no mini-map up in the right corner, I think. And that's because of how I switched over to the vanilla Minecraft launcher, since the Technic version of this pack wasn't working anymore. So I think that was directly related. But I got the Raise minimap back, and it's working. So we have all this fun stuff. Oh, it's nighttime. I should sleep. Today, I've been doing a bunch of building, as you can see from the map. And I'm going to show you guys what that is later. But for the meantime, we're going to start brewing. And from what I understand, things will take a little while to ferment. Do I have nether wart? That's the real question. I do. That's perfect. Okay. Because brewing in this one, not potions, but drinks. Brewing in this one it's very similar to how you would brew like potions. You use the nether wart, the redstone, the glowstone, all that stuff. But it's a little different in a few key ways. So you have your fruit press, and we're gonna do some apple cider is what we're gonna do. I think you only need 3, which is good because that's all I have. And then you need to activate the press with a lever. So you'll see I pressed it. And then it's working on it. So that's 120. I want to say that's not enough for a bucket, is it? Let's lift that up. I don't think it is. I think I'm going to need 1,000. So if 3 of them gave me 120, I'm going to need a lot more apples, man. Okay. We might... Oh. Alright. We might need to hold off on that then. Holy crap, that's a lot of apples. That's crazy. Isn't that crazy? I also don't have a home for the cows yet. Well, I'll go ahead and show you guys this stuff now. I finished the roof, but again, I haven't found the wood yet, so I can't fix up the pillars and do all the detail work as of yet. But I did finish the whole dome with clay, and I cannot begin to express how long that took. And not only that, but you'll see this color-coded area. It goes over here, and the yellow brings us to our arboretum. This building looks really cool from the outside. I'll have to show it to you guys. These apples grow super slow. I'm gonna need to make another apple tree, which is a bummer because it takes up an apple when I do that. These trees grew though. Let me see if I can get an apple from these guys super quick. Any chance? Nope. No chance. Alright, well, we'll hold off on that for the meantime then. That's a bummer. Maybe I'll do a quick cut at the end. I just don't have a lot of time to record. So Cody and I, we're going on a vacation. All you ever wanted, have to get away. And we're going to Michigan, going up north. His family is renting a little house. See, here's my arboretum from the exterior. I went with the zigzaggy. Since I decided that red was going to be my exterior accent color, and then all of the other buildings would have their own individual base color that you would see from the inside and underneath the red. So the dome's orange. My hallways are going to be just regular hardened clay. My main building is cyan. All that good stuff. And then my arboretum is the yellow. I think I might do purple because I'm going to be making an animal pen. My original idea was to make... Let me show you guys the upstairs. My original idea was to turn the upstairs into the animal pen thing, but there are so many more types of trees that I want to be able to plant that I won't be able to. Since these are trees I'm cutting down, I eliminated the second area so they could grow taller. And once I discover other types of trees, I'll be able to store 9 different types of trees in here, and I might expand it that way if I need to store more, or I'll make the birch and oak ones have a second floor where the other trees can grow. Then over here, this whole side is going to be the trees that actually make produce. And I'm probably going to have to do another apple thing. I mean, I could cheat in some apples if you guys really want to see the growth craft stuff. Just because that's going to take forever. And I'm not 100% sure that's what's wrong. Yeah, why don't we go ahead and do that? Because my other plan for today is I was going to show you guys, finally, going to show you guys some of the cooking. As you can see, I've made some watermelon jelly sandwiches. And those are a wholesome large meal. I'm very excited to show you guys how to make those. I wonder if I have it pressed down. No, see, that doesn't work. I think I just need more apples. I'm going to cheat them in. I don't like doing this, but for the sake of the video, at the very least. So if 3 was 120, that would be another 240, 360, 480, 600, 720, 840. Wow. Maybe 23 apples? Let's see what that gets us. Oh, and it just makes a byproduct of bone meal sometimes? That's kind of cool. I bet these are milliliters of stuff. I mean, I guess it makes sense because an apple wouldn't have a lot of juice. So I guess that makes sense. 2, 1, 0. 960. Okay, so that's a full 1,000. Let me get rid of that. Alright, that's a lot of apples, man. Let's see if this bucket works. Yes, okay. So here's a bucket of apple cider. So what we would do is we would throw it in a ferment barrel. Right? Or do we just right-click it on there? Yeah, we just right-click it. So we've got 1,000 of young apple cider in there. And we're going to toss in... Once we throw this in here, it will start to ferment. So we're going to do that. Okay, sorry about that. Audacity just randomly stopped recording my voice, which was really weird. I don't know how long this is going to take to ferment, so we're going to go make some watermelon jelly sandwiches. I'm going to show you guys the nuances of cooking, like truly complicated recipes, like recipes with multiple steps, because that's what Pam's Harvest Craft is all about. It's all about having multiple steps. So if we were to left click on here, we need peanut butter. Okay, so how do you make peanut butter? It's a peanut and a juicer. All right, and then you need bread, and then watermelon jelly is watermelons, sugar, juicer, and saucepan. So we're going to throw in the juicer, the saucepan, 8 of those, 16 of those. What? Oh, that's a skillet, not a saucepan. Dang it, Kyle. I thought I was all prepped and ready for this episode, but it was not meant to be. Here we go. Okay. So, saucepan, juicer, sugar, watermelon, that's watermelon jelly. Now let's make our 8 bread. Boom. And let's make our 8 peanut butter. Boom. So we get peanut butter, bread, watermelon jelly, and the cutting board. And that gets us 8 more of the sandwiches. And that's that. And there are so many recipes. I'll pull them up for you guys. Oh! Sorry. Alright. So Pam's Harvest Craft. Alrighty. So in terms of like food recipes, like all this stuff is just food that you can make. Like a fish dinner. Or a lemon smoothie. Raisin cookies. Like, you can literally make practically any food. Lemon chicken. So for this one, we would need a lemon, butter, raw chicken, or tofu. You can make a veggie if you want. And bakeware. And then the butter is heavy cream and salt. Now, heavy cream is milk and a mixing bowl. Or you could do soy milk if you want to be vegan. But yeah, so saucepan and then those, and that gets your butter and yada, yada, yada. There's stuff that's way more complicated. Probably these cherry cheesecakes. You do cherry and a cheesecake. A cheesecake is flour, sugar, heavy cream, and an egg. Flour is wheat and mortar and pestle. And then, we already figured out what heavy cream was. But yeah, like, they take a lot of different ingredients. And so that's why we have a really big farm going with a bunch of different things that'll enable us to make a bunch of different foods. So going forward, we're going to try and experiment and eat a bunch of different things. And this dough ball is water bucket, mixing bowl, salt, and flour. And then, as we know, flour is that. So yeah, I mean, there's just absolute ton. Soft pretzel and mustard. Oh, what's mustard? Oh, mustard seeds. That makes sense. And a pretzel is dough, butter, and salt. Yeah, makes sense. I think there's a cup of coffee. Yeah, man. I think maybe coffee gives you like a speed bonus or something for a short amount of time, and that's just roasting some coffee beans. You can make different types of breads. I thought there was like a pina colada. Oh, there totally is. Pina colada. That's a coconut and a pineapple. But none of the drinks from Pam's Harvest Craft are actually like alcoholic drinks, obviously. But what we're brewing in the basement currently is an alcoholic drink. So it works just like normal brewing. So you use the netherwort, and then you can either use glowstone to increase the potency or redstone to increase the duration of the effect. And what we're making is apple cider. Apple cider. So right now we have a young apple cider, which means it was just pressed. It's not fermented at all. And then you can do fermented. You have a 60% chance of getting tipsy for 45 seconds, and it gives you 1 minute and 30 seconds of absorption. Now, absorption is where it gives you those 2 extra hearts, essentially those yellow hearts above your heart bar. And then apple cider would give you absorption 2. This is potent fermented. And then extended fermented is what gives you 4 minutes of regular absorption. So this is with glowstone and this is with redstone. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with the redstone to extend the effect. Because, I mean, we wouldn't want to be fighting while we're tipsy. So if we get tipsy, since, there's a 60% chance of getting tipsy for 45 seconds. Okay, so see, all that time we spent away, and it's only that far through fermenting with the netherwort. And so the redstone's going to take just as long. Let's go see... Oh, what else? I haven't been in the nether since we left What's-Her-Face in there. So I kind of want to go check on her and see if she's alright. I hope this isn't a bad move. Probably is. But I'm very curious. Oh, look, she's right there. Yeah, she's totally cool. Can I push her back now, since the game has been reset? No. She will not go back. Ever. She will permanently be stuck in here for the rest of her days, and it is entirely my fault. Also, you'll notice that the minimap does not work in the nether. That is by design. Well, yeah. Sorry. You're screwed. Forever. That's really unfortunate. Have any of these oak trees grown? I was going to make it longer anyways, but then I started to run into this building here with my design. So if I extend it, I might extend it from that end. Then it'll be a lot of digging. So actually, I might just extend like the top floor. That might be cool, because that's right on the level. That could be cool. I could extend like these 2 top floor things if I need more space. That's not a bad idea. I can always extend upward as well. Yeah, maybe I'll do that even. Just go up another couple in a certain few places to make it not so rectangular and a little more interesting. I mean, this is pretty eye-popping right now because of the squigglies, but it could be even more so. Yeah, those trees haven't grown yet. How about the apples? Nope, no apples yet. Alright, so this guy has spread. Alright, so we don't really need him, and we don't need him. Okay, I'm trying to get the grass up onto the top floor so that it looks nicer. That's really the only reason. I just want it to look nicer. And then I'm not sure where I want to park the animal section. I might bust through on the other side of the farm. That might not be a terrible idea. Oh yeah, I also added sugar cane so I could have a plentiful source of sugar for all of my needs. Yeah, I'll probably bust through here maybe, see, the problem with doing this color-coded floor thing is each path can only really lead to 2 places. I could always build the animal pen off of this area. Like, build a doorway in here, and then push out that way. That's probably what I'll do. Just so that it adds some interest to this area, because I still haven't decided what I want to do here. It'll probably be like a living room, and I'll have like sort of a flat screen TV set up with some couches and whatnot. But that'll only take up so much space, you know. I don't need this whole space for that. And then I think my room down here. Okay, so I do have the better storage mod. I wanted to talk about that. That's where the cardboard thing comes from. So I do have these lockers. Now, the tin and zinc things don't actually have recipes because I don't have the mods that have those resources, those materials in them. But I can make iron, gold, diamond, or emerald lockers. So I'm thinking... And if I recall, these have decent storage space. So I'm thinking I might do lockers up there instead of the shelves. It just totally depends on how it looks. At the very least, I'm going to put lockers down here. They'll probably be the iron ones. And I think they all have the same amount of storage space. It's just a texture difference. Because there is a mod where you can make like gold chests and whatnot. I think that might be part of Mine Factory Reloaded, or it works in conjunction with that mod. And the chests themselves, the storage area gets bigger the more valuable material you use. What are we sitting at here? Like almost 20 minutes? Alright. So yeah, I mean that's what I've been working on. That's everything I've been doing. I've mined a lot of clay. If you can't tell. Like way too much clay. I have this really nice shovel that is gonna have to break because it just is way too expensive to repair. Let me show you that. So if I want to repair it with some iron, just throwing 1 iron ingot back on it costs 19, and it only does that much. If I want to do the 3 to get it almost all the way, it's 25 levels, which is doable. I just wish I had my freaking farm set up, you know? Because then I'd be able to farm some animals for XP and breed them to get more XP, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. Sorry, I thought I heard something. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Oh, crap, there was one other thing I wanted to check on. Ooh, she's dead. She has to be dead by now. There's no way. I hired a couple people to do some things. Are you the guy I hired to farm? Randy? Interact? No. No. Special. Exits. Crap. I thought... Who did I hire to farm? Was it you? No, not Tate. Not Dylan. Where's my pal? I mean, I'm pretty good friends with Randy, but that's not the guy I asked to do it. Oh, what if he's dead? That would be a bummer. I don't know. But I also brought a female miner just to test her out to see what she would do. I brought her over here. Where was that? I just kind of dug a hole in the ground. Here it is. Oh, she's dead. There's no way. Zombies had to have gotten her. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's got to be gone. There's just no way. Wow. She went, man. Well, there's some coal I can get. And some iron. Oh! Oh, yeah. There's no way she's alive. Oh, man. Yeah, she died. That's my bad. I forgot about her. Yeah, it's my bad. She's gone. That's a bummer, man. That's a bummer. 'Cause, I mean, she did a good job. She mined really far. She did a great job. But, this is how I repay her, apparently. So, now I know they don't return to town on their own. They're not smart enough for that. So, if any of you play this pack, beware of that. That's a bummer, man. Alright, well, I mean, that'll probably do it for today's episode. It's a little bit shorter, but I was really expecting to get some more of that Growthcraft Cellar stuff going, but that's just going to take a really long time. So I'll go ahead and do a quick cut until the cider's done, and then we'll end the episode there. So see y'all in a second. Okay, here we are. So that has been fermented. The netherwort went all the way through, and it seems to me like it took maybe 15 real minutes for it to ferment, somewhere around that area. And that's probably per stage. So I could go ahead and grab a glass bottle of this tier 1 fermented stuff and try it out. However, the barrel does need to be, I read this online, I haven't tested it, but the wiki said that the barrel needs to be at least a third of the way full in order to ferment things. So if I were to take a bottle of it, I wouldn't be able to I wouldn't be able to further ferment it. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the redstone in, and that's going to start doing the same thing that the netherwort did, and it'll basically just extend the effects. And then next episode, we'll be able to start it off by taking a drink of our freshly pressed fermented apple cider. Maybe get a little tipsy. So that'll do it for today's episode. I would like to thank you all for watching, and hopefully I will see you next week.